Welcome to Doug in Exile. John Kennedy is on Fox News ripping Biden apart, but will our country be ripped apart? Hundreds of thousands of you are still watching and you haven't subscribed. And it really helps our channel multiply. It goes out farther. If you want the truth out, you got to find that button and click it. Thanks for joining us. Let's go to John Kennedy on Fox News.
First, the privilege. President Biden and many members of the media lecture us incessantly about the injustice of privilege, especially so-called white privilege. But to me, that's like being lectured about gun safety by Alec Baldwin.
It's like being lectured on abstinence by Madonna. It's like being lectured on driving sober by Mel Gibson. It's like being lectured on having a tight, muscular neck by Mitch McConnell. Yes, no one is more privileged than Hunter Biden, America's favorite white crackhead son of privilege, who he gets away with anything. He gets away with unregistered weapons. He gets away with just cheating on his taxes, taking $1 million bribes, criminalizing his own dad, just wanton drug use, underage prostitutes. Hunter gets it all. And it's not because he's white. It's because he's the son of Joe Biden.
When they lecture us about privilege, they never mention Hunter Biden, who is the epitome of privilege. How did Hunter Biden earn these millions of dollars? Is it because he's so smart? How smart is it to turn over a laptop with incriminating information to a stranger? How smart is it to try to deduct your hookers on your federal income tax?
No, I got to admit, I've never had a hooker to deduct on my income taxes, though I have tried some real stretches on my deductions, just never quite that far.
The Ukrainian and Chinese companies picked Mr. Hunter Biden because they were impressed with his resume on ZipRecruiter? No, it was his daddy. It was always about his daddy. Hunter Biden is just a vessel. He's just a lucky sperm.
Hunter Biden, he's just a lucky sperm. He's not even the real reason why Ukraine and China are doing business with him. They're after his dad. It was always about access to his dad, which is illegal, which is an impeachable offense. They've got to get Biden on the stand so that what he says, when he says on the stand in an oath, I did not know my son was in business, I never talked business with him. That's a jailable, that's an offense. That is a jailable felony offense. Then they got him. Right now, David Weiss has one job. Department of Justice has just one job: cover everything up and keep Biden from ever having to take the stand.
If you are fair-minded and have any sort of moral compass, all this sleaze surrounding Hunter Biden and President Biden and their family has got to make you want to gag. Now, I know what the official White House line is. The official White House line is that, look, President Biden is just a good family man who talks to 6 out of his 7 grandchildren every day.
Oh, that's so good. He's just tearing them apart. Biden is not a good family man, nor is he normal lunch pail Joe from Scranton.
That he regularly calls into Hunter's business meetings to talk about weather.
He was always a criminal. He was always a blowhard. He was always a scumbag. Now, you may think the same of all politicians. Maybe all of them are corrupt. Maybe all of them are scum. That could be true. That means all of them need to be tried. And you can't just try Trump and then let Biden go. That means justice has been politicized and is no longer justice. Your country is over. If that's true.
If you believe that, you will never own your own home.
Well, I think we own I think the TNAPL household we owe about 10% on our mortgage. So we're almost there. I don't know if I'm smart enough to ever own my own home. I don't know if I don't think I've ever owned one free and clear. Well, thanks to you guys subscribing, I think we're going to get there together.
The evidence brought forth by the House and by Senator Grassley, by the way, in the Senate, is clarion clear that President Biden was well aware of what his son was doing, and he aggressively enabled it.
What does this mean for our country, Senator?
I'll tell you what it means. That's a good question from Hannity. Here's Elisa Stefanik from New York with this tweet. Just stuck out to me. I don't know why. I want you guys to tell me what you think. There isn't a real Republican primary as President Trump continues to dominate the GOP primary in both national polls and early state polls. All patriots should and must rally behind President Trump's campaign to save America and defeat the corrupt deep state. What does that mean? You know, when Hannity says, what does this mean, Kennedy, for the country? This is what it means. These are people, this is a New Yorker, these are normal people who are rallying around Trump. We need to get more of them rallying. We need independents. We need Democrats. We need rhinos. You guys hate hearing that. I'm telling you. All those other candidates, we need Ron DeSantis to rally around Trump. He is the candidate. There is no other primary. There is no primary race right now. It's done. I know we have a little formality of some votes to get through and conventions and all that, but no matter what, Trump is the candidate. So get on board. Let's continue with John Kennedy.
It can mean one of two things. It can mean justice if the House is allowed to just get the truth. I want the truth. I'm not accusing anybody of a crime. It'll be up to the courts to decide if someone did something illegal.
He's right, innocent until proven guilty, but all of the evidence points to complete and utter guilt of the Biden crime family. That's an opinion. That didn't happen in our halls of justice because I don't even know if there are any halls of justice left in America. We're going to find out.
In no universe is this right. I don't care how you pretty it up. If the House is allowed to get the facts and show them to the American people, I think it can be good for our country.
So this is a last-ditch moment where something good can happen. Justice, if we can get the evidence in front of a court. That is, if we can get crooked, corrupt Merrick Garland of the Department of Justice to keep him from covering up for Hunter because they know this is going to expose Biden and have him impeached. So this is a Democrat one-party rule taking over all your branches of government. They have to do this because they're in such trouble. And we have to, this is a last-ditch effort, not to do something illegal. It's a last-ditch effort to do maybe the last thing legal that our government or our justice system ever can do. Well, I hope you're here as a subscriber. I hope you're here saying like, leaving your opinion below. Do you think America has a bright future? Will justice happen? Or will corruption continue and it's all over? I'm glad you guys are here with me. We're going to walk all the way through 2024 together. I'm Doug in Exile. Thanks for getting us to 220,000 subs.